Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Gizmo Guru. Today, we're going to be doing a comparison on different chargers, and the whole point of this video is you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good charger. As a former Best Buy employee for over 10 years, I can tell you that is absolutely false. You can get a great charger and still be economical. So, also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep bringing you amazing content. All right, so the first one we're going to start off with is this Insignia charger. Now, this is a Best Buy product. I know a lot about these, so this is basically kind of Best Buy's way to offer you stuff at a very good cost, but also give you a good product. When I worked there, this brand was unbelievable. Very economical, but very good product. Now, this has been my go-to charger since about 2023. I paid about 25 bucks for this, and between the two plugs, this is 45 watts, and this has been a great charger so far. One thing I will say is, so if you have one thing plugged in, you are going to be getting the full 45 watts, given your device supports it. So the phone I have, so I have a Samsung S22 Plus, which does support 45 watt charging, and this does work on that. So very nice. Now, what I will say between these is that if you plug a second device in, it'll kind of turn off and then turn back on and then reevaluate. So what I've been using is, I've been using one of these cords that has, this is actually an Anker product. That has a splitter in it. Very good product. I will put this link in the description if anyone's interested. I've been very happy with that product. But yeah, it'll basically go between the two different ports and do that modulation. So pretty nice. So very good product. Only complaint I have is it does get a little hot. So only thing I'll say, but that would not stop me from buying it again. Just a little thing I noticed. Because I have this Anker charger on the end doesn't get very hot, we'll talk about that in the very end. But next up is this one right here. This is like a little travel Anker charger. I've had this one for about 3 years or so, and this is kind of like a backup, but it is USB-C PD. It's a very nice product. One thing you'll find on this channel is I am a huge Anker fan. I think Anker offers a good product and doesn't just gouge you for the price. So I'll say that. But yeah, this guy is super good. I've charged many devices with this. I've had no issues with it. It does it in a good amount of time. It's not extremely fast, but it's fast enough. So I do like this one. And this was right around the $20 mark. And then this one right here is kind of fascinating. This is probably my least favorite charger I've had. So I ordered 2 of these. And this is like some unknown name that I found on Amazon. They were a good deal. The specs looked good. And this was kind of to prove my point. Any of these brands that you haven't heard of or are not reputable, they look really good on paper. But this has absolutely been a train wreck of a charger. Claims to have 65 watts max on the top charger. This one claims to have 20 watts. And then this USB-A claims to have 18 watts. Which USB-A for the most part, once you get past 12 watts, I just don't believe you're going to be getting 18. So that's just my opinion and what I've noticed over the years. So take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, not very good. This one also gets really hot, like very quick. So definitely not good. Luckily, I didn't pay that much for these because I have 2 of these, so no big loss there. And then here's another Anker charger. Now, this one we did a video on a while back, and this is like a 22 watt charger. They call it like their nano charger. Very nice size. What I really like about this charger is I can have this in my pocket and you don't really know it's there. It's very small. So if you want to carry a wired charger with you, you don't want a battery pack, this is a great option. And I think I paid right around like $20 for this or so. Don't quote me on that. Um, this was one of the last things I bought when I worked at Best Buy, so I forget. Um, but yeah, really good charger. And a little fun fact about this guy, I've charged everything from my Samsung phone to my Surface Pro 7, and it works great. This one, for the size, very hard to fault this one out. I love it. Now, we did save the best for last. Now, the reason for that is because this one, it's another Anker product. This one's amazing. This actually came as a 2-pack, and you're not going to believe the price on this one. So, for about $30, you get 2 of these. Now, it also came with a 5-foot cord. So, for $30, you get 2 of these and then 2 5-foot cords. That is a absolute bargain, and it is super nice. And I don't know if you can see here, but I'll just read what the text says. This is a 45 watt, and it does work on my Samsung phone for the super fast charging. So very nice there. And yeah, this thing's been great. Now, what really impresses me about this power brick is, I'll show you this. So that cord that I had out before, the one that splits it, so I'll plug this into here, and then I'll have like my phone on one and my Surface on the other. This thing really doesn't get hot. I mean, that's just unheard of. I mean, it really does a good job modulating the temperature. So great job. I mean, that's unbelievable. Out of all my chargers, this is the only one that really just doesn't get too hot. So I do like that. And I just like the fact that it's got 45 watts. And yeah, the one plug can get kind of annoying, but that's why I have that cord. That's what I was saying before. You know, if you get something that only has one cord or one plug-in, get a cable like this. You know, these aren't terribly expensive, and they just cut down on clutter. You know, so going forward, I'm only going to be buying these cords because, unless I need a longer cord, because I would rather have this and have less clutter than anything. So, huge shout out to this Anker USB-C splitter cable. Great product. I discovered this by accident, and I've been very happy with it so far. So, yeah, I wish they had these when I worked at Best Buy. People would have loved this. This would have been a great thing to have. But hey, we got it now. So, but yeah, overall, that's going to be my opinion on all of these. I will leave this in the description, this Anker one right here, because they do still make this one, and it's very inexpensive. And for $30, doesn't matter if you have Apple or Android or Motorola or so on and so forth. This works for all of them, and it works really well. So, yeah, I hope that helps. And I would like to know in the comments what your experiences are. Do you like Anker? Do you like some of these other brands like Insignia? Do you like Belkin? Belkin's another one that I will be doing some more content on. I do like Belkin products. I do obviously like Anker more. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and I will be responding to them.